Hello, happiness abounders, and welcome back. We are continuing our discussion all about reconnecting with ourselves by talking today about moving our bodies. Have you ever felt disconnected and you're like, yeah, I just don't really want to get up. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to get off the couch. I just want to stay here. Sometimes it's, I don't want to get out of the car, right? You're like, I just want to stay here and not do anything. That is a sign that you may be misaligned, out of connection with yourself. And that's usually your brain going, this sucks. The last thing I want to do is get uncomfortable, air quotes around uncomfortable, and go move my body. Now, I'm not saying when you are feeling out of alignment that you just rush to the gym. I'm talking move your body in like easy ways. Easy ways we can all do, which could be just something as simple as taking a walk or getting outside even, right? But something that is moving your body so that you can reconnect. Now, I want to share a story surrounding that because I can't tell you how many times this has happened in my life. So, back in September, I was very blessed to be able to take a family trip. So by blessed, I mean it was not as expensive as it normally would have been to have a family trip to Hawaii. And on this trip, I was really excited to go hiking the whole time. I am a mountain girl. I'm not necessarily a beach girl. At least so I thought. And water kind of scares me. I'm not a great swimmer. Yeah. So turns out that we only got to go hiking on the very first day of this like 7-day trip. And that was because of weather and activities that were planned on the days that were nice days. And so we only got to go this one time. But there were lots of opportunities to go play in the ocean. Again, I'm not normally a beach girl. But throughout this time, I'd been kind of feeling like a little disconnected. Right? I've been feeling a little not like myself. And a lot of that can happen like when you're on vacation with family members. You're kind of like, oh, should I say this? Should I not say this? Should I behave this way? Right? So I was feeling a little out of alignment. And on the last day we were there, our flight took off in the evening. So we had the morning kind of wide open. And nothing really to do because not enough time to go anywhere, but enough time to like do something in the morning while we were at the resort. So we went down to the beach and somebody had like, it was broken, but it worked, a like little boogie board. And so I went and I just rode the waves because again, I'm afraid of swimming, but like if I can hop onto a wave, like my feet can touch the ground, then I hop a wave and I ride it in, just, supporting my body on this little board, I was awesome. So I finally got the hang of it. And I have to say, I boogie boarded for like 4.5 hours. Didn't even realize that much time had passed because I was having so much fun. But about an hour into it, when I finally got it, when I like could time the jumps just right on the waves, I could support myself just right on this broken board, and I got it figured out. I had this like burst of, this is me. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a swimmer, I'm not a beach person, but moving my body, now granted, this is kind of an extreme example, but it's mine, moving my body and using it in a way that suddenly made sense really allowed me to reconnect and like, yeah, this is me. Like, yeah, I am the kind of person who could do this all day. I can go all day kind of thing. And it was so amazing because I was like, I've never moved my body this way, but it reminded me that my body is meant to move. And when I move it, that's when I feel this really deep connection or reconnection to who I am. Now, that may be because I grew up with a very athletic background. I played basketball, volleyball, and track. So there was sports all year round. And then as an adult, like that's just kind of faded away. I do volleyball with my best friend every couple Saturdays in the summer. But other than that, like sports has kind of fallen away. And I've really missed being able to move my body in a way that pushes it, but then also takes this mind body connection, because I use my mind all the time. But being able to connect, like, okay, the strategy of here comes this wave, this one is not big enough, and reading all of these things, this one's not big enough, this one's going to come too late, this one isn't, oh, this is the one, time it right now and jump and do it. Like, it was this huge connection that I hadn't had in a long time. Now, that's what worked for me. But even going and taking a walk, whether it's on a treadmill or outside, can be a simple way to reconnect. To remind yourself that you're meant to move. To remind yourself that, like, I mean, have you ever been on a walk, and whether it's by yourself or with someone else, but you're like kind of, you have that internal dialogue, or you're talking to the other person, and you start sharing things, and the next thing you know, you're like, wow, yeah, I didn't even realize that I'd been thinking that, or that I'd been feeling that. Or you come to a solution to something that's bothering you for a really long time. That happens to me whether I'm walking by myself or with someone else. But I really strongly believe it's because we are moving our body and working our brains at the same time to have that ability to reconnect to ourselves. That mind-body connection. So that's what I want to share with you today. This is a Friday episode, so the challenge is to consider your current mind-body connection and find something. Again, it doesn't have to be extreme like running out to the gym. It doesn't have to be extreme like going in bodyboarding or boogie boarding, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but it was fun. It doesn't have to be as extreme as that. It can be something as simple as getting up and taking a 5-minute walk and using that time to reconnect your mind and your body. So that's your challenge for this weekend. I hope you will accept. If you do, I would love to hear from you and hear how it goes and whether you agree or disagree. One quick thing before I sign off for the weekend, though, I do want to mention that one of my favorite things about my upcoming declarations class is the fact that we really hone in on that mind-body connection. There is something to be said about saying and crafting a custom declaration that is who you want to be, and then mirroring that in body language so that you can be reconnected and aligned and taking that path in that direction to your happiness. So if that sounds intriguing to you, I would love to have you be a part of the class, whether you are in Utah, which is where I live, and you would like to attend in person, or you'd like to attend online. There are both options available. So you can go to happinessabound.com, click on courses in the top nav, and then select Declarations for Happiness. The class is June 1st and comes accompanied by a 20-page resource guide all about declarations, and there's several pages on that mind-body connection. So be sure to, again, sign up at happinessabound.com, click on courses in the top navigation, and select Declarations for Happiness. June 1st, in person, June 1st online live recording, or if you're just interested and you're not able to make either of those, the class will be recorded and posted up online so you can purchase it for that as well. So plenty of options for you because declarations are amazing, one of my most powerful and favorite things to teach, so I hope you will sign up and join me on June 1st. So that said, have a wonderful day. Sign up for the declarations class, happinessabound.com, and make sure to reconnect with yourself by moving your body this weekend. And above everything else, remember, you are capable of happiness abound.